What's up, Chicago? Welcome to the Chicago Sports Podcast presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Happy Thursday. I am Kevin Kaduk, the head of content at CHGO, and we are jamming at lunchtime like we do every week. It's been a pretty fun few weeks here. If you want to go back and watch our 80s movie draft from last week's episode, that stirred up quite a few opinions. People had opinions on that.
Kacy won, by the way.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Actually,
a lot of love, a lot of
Kevin
hate
also.
was going on.
Kacy had some interesting ones, even though she was born in 1991. But
She stole Ghostbusters with her last pick. How is that possible?
we're going to do the 90s.
Sorry, carry on.
We're going to do the 90s and 2000s ones coming up, but not today. We don't want to be accused of stealing anyone's draft idea from a podcast network. We've got an exciting week coming up. Next Wednesday, we have the White Sox tailgate out at Comiskey Park, Lot B. $25 gets you a ticket and the opportunity to hang with the CHGO sports crew. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's our first time doing something like this, but I think it's going to be great. We've got Weber Grill out there with some stuff. I think we have a meat provider, which I don't think we're at liberty to disclose just yet, but we're going to have a meat provider.
Meat provider.
Yeah.
As long as it's not impossible meat, I'm cool.
It's not impossible meat. Yeah. Are you guys, everyone here coming?
I'm coming.
I'll be there. We're shooting content.
Woo!
So check that out on the CHGO Sports Twitter. We've got the sign up there at Eventbrite, $25. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hot, 90 degrees right now.
Oh, awesome. Oh, I love that so much.
You might want to bring your portable
AC,
fan,
baby.
your AC.
Air AC. It's not a fan. That's cool air coming in. I got to show you how it works, yeah. Allow me to show you how it works. After the show, I'll show you how you do it. You're going to be amazed.
I know how a fan works.
It's not a fan. I keep telling you. You're not
Okay.
hearing me. It's an air conditioner. You're not hearing me, man. I will break it down for you.
Okay, I'm going to need to know because I see that. It's like, okay, it's got to be moving air around somehow.
Feels real good. Just going to steal some.
It's not a fan.
What did they say? Well, like your teacher when you brought candy in, don't like bring that in unless you brought enough to share. You should.
I did.
Correct.
I did bring it in the shell. If you want to turn it this way, you can. I have no problem sharing. That's why I left it here when I brought it, because anybody can use it. You know, when you're doing your shows, whatever, please feel free to use
communal mini AC unit.
Communal mini AC.
Targeted AC. Here. I like it.
Yes, I will show you how to work it, Kev, and you will love it, and you will use it all the time.
You are going to need it next Thursday night because we are doing a marathon podcast live show for the NBA draft. If you guys missed the NFL draft, and we kind of killed that. You guys are next up for the huge NBA draft show.
Yes.
You guys will be on for the entire first round and then wrapping it up afterwards. You'll be there for the Bulls pick and every other pick, talking about what it means to the Bulls. And if you tune into ESPN or other networks, they talk about how things mean from a national and league perspective.
Correct.
When you hang out with us, we're going to be talking about what it means for the Bulls.
Yes.
Chicago Bulls specific draft coverage. And we already know we've got a lot of fun guests who are going to pop in and join us throughout the evening. We're kicking it off with our pal Ricky O'Donnell of SB Nation, who does like some of the best college basketball and then into the draft coverage of anybody we know. True. Our pal Sabine is going to join us for a while. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just realized I didn't even introduce you guys, but I don't know that you
if they're here watching.
Introduction. Matt and Big Dave and Kacy Standohar is also here.
Hi.
So thanks everyone for joining us.
That's the star.
We love when you pack a lunch and join us. Hit those comments as we kind of go on. We're going Bulls heavy here because Matt and Big Dave are here.
Is that a big joke or?
What's up?
Bulls heavy? Is that a joke at me or something? Is that what that is? You say heavy?
I'm like just as heavy as you.
I like doing that to people. That's fun.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the Bulls offseason.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, the draft is coming up next week. We've been listening to – you guys have been doing a great job on all of your shows. You had a great show with Kendall Gill yesterday.
Shout out KG.
I think it was a must-listen.
Thank you.
For more general audience who I think joins us here on the CHGO podcast, what does a perfect offseason look like to the both of you? A realistic.
You want to take the first
off-season.
stab at that?
What does a perfect offseason look like? Signing Zach LaVine. is one.
Boom.
2, 3, 4, and 5, actually.
Yeah, you're going to have all of these.
Yeah.
Zach.
Getting a free agent that can come in here and contribute.
Shooter.
Shooter
we need
or
3-point shooting.
I'll take shooting or defense, honestly. But we need both tremendously. Yeah, we need them bad. But, yeah, shooting or defense, I'll take either one as far as the veteran is concerned. And then getting a, really solid draft pick with the number 18th pick, or whether they trade it or not or something like that. But AK and Eversley are good at, having those fireworks, and doing something really nice for the Bulls. Since they've been here, they've done an incredible job. So I'm with whatever they want to do.
I'll frame it a different way. You don't have to acquire Rudy Gobert or DeAndre Ayton for it to be a perfect offseason for the Bulls.
Okay.
And I'll also throw this in here for what makes a perfect Bulls offseason. Lonzo Ball's knee being fine. Lonzo Ball being fully healthy and ready to go at the start of training camp. That is a must-have for a perfect Bulls offseason. Because you saw what this team was with him,
yes, I did.
and then you saw what this team was without him.
Yeah. You bring that up, though. I mean, we have gone through a couple different rumor cycles, whether it's, Rudy Gobert or Zach LaVine leaving or whatever.
Yep, he's going to Portland, Kev.
Wait. But you guys might have talked about this yesterday. I missed the show because I was trying to make sure that the Malort was delivered to DNVR.
Which it was.
The Eagle has landed.
The Eagle has landed. But, this cryptic Instagram post with him.
Oh, with the deck of cards?
Yeah, did you guys talk about that?
We did not talk about it
I want to know.
because
Does that mean he's staying? Is that like a I'm staying?
I think if you're trying to read into that Instagram post, you're trying too hard.
A lot of people were like, this means he's staying with Chicago because it
they were
says stay
breaking
with
that
him.
down. You're right, but Matt and I have been on the train of he wasn't going anywhere to begin with. So anytime we see these cryptic posts, we just
Ignore it.
Why would that mean? I don't understand. What's the tie-in?
A lot of people are saying that his caption.
So the
stay
caption
with
says "Stay with him."
Yeah.
So
stay
they're like,
with
oh,
him.
he's staying with Chicago. He loves the Bulls.
That's the caption. It's to stay with him. That's what everybody.
Dude, if I was in one of these positions of any athlete in any situation, how much would you just fuck with people with social media?
Yeah.
It could be what
It's
it is.
my favorite thing ever is when NBA players or any professional athletes with their Twitter account will just post the eyeballs looking sideways emoji and nothing else. Especially when you're leading up to free agency.
and they freak out.
Yeah, you're like, what does this mean?
Or they remove their picture and it's just a blank Avi. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just freaks them out when you do this.
Or
stuff
you,
that.
so you sent me a text and our buddy John and our buddy Bulldog the other day in that thread of a picture of Jimmy Butler hanging out in what looked like a bar or restaurant with Donovan Mitchell.
Yes,
and you're like, oh, okay, what does this mean? Because,
Yeah.
there's things going crazy in Utah right now.
Yeah.
And then Big Dave was like, check out the hat that Donovan Mitchell is wearing. And what did his hat say? Brighter days ahead or something like that?
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, Donovan Mitchell's going to go play with Jimmy in Miami.
Yeah, well, obviously that's what that means.
Because we're reading the Insta tea leaves.
That's right. You got to there's
So
no other sport
stupid.
that's like. It's only basketball where that stuff really, really matters in the offseason. All the time, people reading every single thing
And
about
the
it.
social media crowd is not necessarily the smartest crowd. I don't know if you guys saw this earlier, but
I think that's just an insult to young people.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and my job.
Literally her job, kid.
no. The people on social media, not directors.
Right.
Not social media directors, not Kacy.
Sure. Kidding.
Nice save, Kev.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. It's the baseball guy. He knows how to save.
Big Dave has me insulting everybody.
Just blaming me?
Your turn is next, Peck. Watch. I don't know if you guys saw it, though, but Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver from Washington,
Right.
somebody retweeted a tweet from 2012 that said, "See you soon, Chicago." And it clearly said, sent on June 30th, 2012. And people are like, Terry McLaurin's coming to Chicago. It's like, that tweet is 10 years old.
Doesn't matter, man.
Can you take 1 second to look at it?
Yeah. It does not matter at all. People just, they see it, they're running with
They
it.
freak out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, that's why I always tell people, especially leading up to free agency and the trade deadline, put your alerts on for the reporters you trust. So people still get duped by, Adrian Wojnarowski on Twitter.
Sure,
and it's like, check.
Sure.
Just check to see who is reporting this before you freak out about it.
Just look. Read
Take
down
notes
in
on
the
that,
comments.
Casey. I do want you listening to that.
I will.
We
Read down
don't
in the
need any
comments.
retweeting
of fake
Adrian Wojnarowski.
Bowski.
I will only look for the proper Woj bombs. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah, I trust her, man. She's smart with her. Can I say something about this Zach LaVine picture? I think we're bearing the lead here because my main thing when I first saw that picture, the tie clip
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at there. Like,
Damn.
look at that tie
Prada
clip. And the second thing is, look at that
Swagger.
watch.
Yeah.
My God. That
Yeah.
is awesome stuff he's got going on. Is he auditioning for James Bond or something,
He
man?
does
The man
look
looks
very
real
Bondy.
smooth right there, man.
That's also the look of a man who knows he's about to get paid.
Cash paper on the way. He's not losing any deal. He's shuffling. He's not losing. And what is that on the plate, too? I'm wondering that as well.
People are saying equals Chicago.
That sounds fair.
I mean,
That's
I'm here
logic.
for it.
I've never heard Chicago being referred to as before.
I've heard worse. So, yeah, I'll take in Chicago. We'll take that.
If you're listening to the podcast, it's a picture of Zach LaVine about to shuffle some cards.
Yes. Go check it out, man. He looks real
So doesn't that
slick
mean
and
it
clean.
could mean metaphorically that he's about to shuffle the deck of his life and leave Chicago?
And what it is he looks like he's about to sign a big max with the Bulls.
Yes,
That's what it looks like.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That is a big money picture right there. Big money is on the way for young Zachary LaVine in July. Get ready. We're going to talk so much stuff when that happens. That's going to be fun.
We were talking about how fun it would be if he signs his new max contract with the Bulls while we're in Vegas covering Summer League.
Oh, my God. We're going to talk so much trash.
That's a good place to celebrate.
Kevin, it's going to be stupid. It's gonna be
If Zach
stupid.
signs his new contract with the Bulls when we're in Vegas, I'm going to put a bet down for the Bulls to win the title next year. Go all out like your pal Fred.
In your Tigers and Toque suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Going
going
to
to
place
be
the
real
bet.
toasty in those Tigers and Toque
Like
outfits.
185,000 degrees, man. Oh, my goodness.
So if we were doing this podcast at this time last year, Alex Caruso maybe isn't a thought. DeMar DeRozan is not a thought.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. How much success in the NBA now do you think is predicated on swinging big in the offseason? And do you think that the Bulls can, I guess that's a two-part question. Answer that part of the question.
I think it can still be done both ways. I mean, if you look at this Warriors team that is, going for their, fourth title in 8 years tonight in Game 6, that team was built from the ground up.
Sure.
Steph and Draymond and Clay at its core. But also there's a recent example of the Raptors winning their first ever title in franchise history by swinging big and saying, we're going to go get Kawhi.
Right.
And even if we only have him for one season, that's going to be our window to win a chip. And it worked.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you can swing big and win a championship. You can also build and win a championship. The Bulls in the post-Jimmy era tried to build back to relevancy and failed. And the new people came in and are doing the opposite, which is swinging big. And I think that most Bulls fans are happy about that.
Yeah, but it's swinging big and being smart, though, with your swing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not just
Right.
swing at anything just so can make an impact or something like that. So that's why, like you said, they're not swinging at the Gobert trade and they're not trying to make those things. That's swinging big just to do something. You know what I mean? They don't really need to do that. But they understand they need to get, make some content. You know what I'm saying? Make some
Yeah.
contact and do something. And they did, like he said, they did that when they got here. That's why Vooch was the first move, real serious move they did. That's why they got DeMar. That's also swinging big.
Yeah.
But
You
that's
could even say that their first move of drafting Patrick Williams at number 4
that's a swing.
was a big
Yeah,
swing.
That's a big swing.
You
know what I mean?
a very young one-and-done college player
That
who-
nobody was really checking for.
Nobody was
especially
looking
at the
at.
4.
Right.
You know what I mean? At being drafted at number 4. So, yeah, they've taken those swings, man, but they all been calculated, and they've all made sense. All of them haven't hit yet. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to be 100% on,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
If we're talking baseball, 1,000% at their batting average. But,
So,
yeah.
if you did a Rudy Gobert trade, that would be an admission, like, okay, we missed on Vooch. We were going down this path. Now we're hitting reverse. Now we're going to try a different path. Like, when do you make that call?
I don't even look at it like that. I look at it like this gives us a better chance to win. I
Right.
don't look at it like, oh man, this didn't work, we failed. It's like, no, he's better. Get him.
Right.
This will help us
Vooch
win.
was an upgrade over
Yeah.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Completely.
Any Bulls fans who argue that are just flat out wrong.
Wrong.
The only issue they can have with it is what it costs to get him.
Right.
In addition to Wendell, it was the future draft
But
capital.
if you're sitting here and you're thinking, okay, the eventual picture of the Larry O'Brien Trophy being lifted at the United Center once again probably doesn't include a team that has Vooch. Do you make that call now? Do you make the call in 2 or 3 years? Like it's
Well, it would have to be like after this year because
Yeah.
he had a 2-year deal
Right,
and a
right,
we're
right.
de-escalating
entering the
contract,
last year
so-
of his deal.
Yeah,
So
so-
I'm guessing that they will take and receive calls about
Yeah.
Vooch right now.
Yeah.
Well, once July 1st hits, they'll probably also explore that again at next season's trade deadline.
I think we're going to get surprised. I don't know what, obviously I don't follow the league as closely as you do. But I just kind of seeing like how this front office operates and what they've been able to come with and how creative they've been able to be.
True.
I think you need that. I mean, you look at the Golden State Warriors. I mean, what if they had just laughed and said, "Oh, Andrew Wiggins, that's never going to work." Would they be in the position they are right now?
A lot of people trashed him for making that move.
Oh yeah, they did.
It's paying dividends.
Real hard. Got an all-star starter who's having a great finals right now. So
not the finals MVP.
No, not the finals MVP, guys. He is not the finals MVP.
Kev, I don't think you're off base in saying that a part of you has this feeling that they might surprise us, whether it's a week from tonight on draft night or with some huge move this offseason, because they have continuously shown us that since they arrived that they're willing to come in and make big moves.
Yes, correct.
When nobody saw DeMar coming.
Nobody.
Right.
Caruso, that came out of nowhere.
Nobody saw that
So,
coming.
yeah.
I love
Thank
how
you,
they
LA.
operate.
Yeah, thanks, LA.
Thank you. Oh, very competent front office. You are absolutely right. And that's what makes me all just happy and relaxed when I talk about this team now, because I know the front office
Competent.
is there.
You know what else you could call swinging big is signing Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo.
He can't help it. He
Throwing
can't help
him in
himself.
from nowhere.
He's swinging big, going to the playoffs.
That's,
But Matt doesn't care about those things. It doesn't matter to him.
That's a big old
His
swing.
hatred matters more.
And
The hatred matters more.
That's a 3-pitch strikeout, but they
Really?
swung big on all three
Going to the
pitches.
playoffs is not a strikeout. I don't know if you know that.
As
But
the 8 seed with
that
the
is not a
tiebreaker?
strikeout. Yeah, and going up 2-0 on the team, and then your guy gets hurt, and you can't
Can't go down this road right now, Dave.
You started it. You drove the car. You took
started
the car
it
that way.
with the impulse to also quickly end it. Just had to throw it in there.
Who are you talking to?
And then shut the door.
Like you never met me before, son. Come on, man. Come on, dog. You know I ain't gonna let that slide. Come on, baby. Shout out D Wade. Love to have you on the show, son. Love to have you on the show, D Wade. Please, that would be awesome. You too, Lawrence.
Yeah, I'll take a day off that day.
I'm gonna make sure he's here. He's gonna want to hate him. He's gonna walk away saying, "Damn, I actually like him."
Nope.
Yes, you will.
Nope.
I guarantee it. You're gonna actually like Dwayne Wade. You're
Never.
gonna be mad about it.
Over
It's gonna hurt your
my
feelings.
dead body. So like give or take another decade.
All right. 11 years. I promised him a year after. However long he plans on staying here, I'm giving him another year after, man. Shout out Athletic Greens.
Yeah, there you go.
Real quick, NBA draft preview for the Bulls. What do you want?
We're both pretty keen on E.J. Liddell, Ohio State product from Belleville, Illinois. He can become incredible two-way NBA player with his physical tools and his skill set that he's shown at the collegiate level. Shot 40% from behind the three-point line his junior year. And the guy is a shot-blocking machine. For a guy his size, he does have a pretty impressive wingspan, but for a guy his size, look at that. He had 2.5 blocks a game, and he's like 6'7".
Yeah, and it's the splits also, the basically 50% from the field and 37 from three, that he turned himself into that 37% from the three-point line, man. And then you can't just foul him because he'll go to the line and knock those free throws down too. So I honestly think he's a perfect fit for what the Bulls need. If he's not there, my other choice was Jalen Williams. I really, really, really like Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara, not just because his hair is amazing, but also because he is an awesome two-guard, man, who he create his own shot, you know what I mean? And the Bulls do not have enough of that. They don't have enough shot creators and guys who can handle the basketball. And he can definitely score, man. And, yeah, I really like his game. Like, look at those 51, 39, and 80 is ridiculous with a 7'2" wingspan. And he's 6'5". Like, yeah, he's awesome. So if he's there, too, I definitely would take him.
We need to replace Kobe White's hair game.
Yeah, he cut it low, man. He cut it low. Notice the game.
Whether or not he's here, that hair still needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
So.
Still, yes, there's an opening there for you.
The team has to maintain the same volume of collective hair.
Yes. It's a hair quota. It's a thing, man. It's necessary. I think it's necessary.
As opposed to the 90s Pacers who, once they got to the playoff time, were like, all right, we're all going
yes,
skinhead.
They did. Took them L's home with them, too.
It was a bold move.
Yeah, took them L's home, too.
Some of them, obviously, that was Reggie's look.
Right.
Basically, other than, I think he had hair like his rookie year and his second season.
He had a fade. No, he did.
Yeah.
He came in with a fade.
But then, for most of his career, he like MJ, just embraced the ball.
He embraced
some
the
of
ball,
the, Chris Mullen and
Rick Smits. Oh, man.
Did not look great.
Ooh, that was tough. That was a team player right there is what he was. It's a team player. Went bald on him, but that's a team player. Shout out. Appreciate the series. They lost. We won. It was awesome.
We're going to talk a little bit about Chicago sports friends and famous sports friends in our city's history. But first, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you will get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you will receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you will even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. It's $2,000 of free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, email us at pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live and play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's new feature, Live NBA Same Game Parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA Same Game Parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game. If you want more, you can also boost those live same game parlays. Watch live, parlay live, and boost live with PointsBet. And now online signup is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
I like how you did that. That was real smooth.
Who's got that athletic greens?
You know I got that.
Oh,
greens
you know
for
Big
sir.
Dave's
You know
got
I
it.
got that greens for you. And I'm hoping that's what's in the cup right there, sir. I hope you got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source superfoods, those probiotics. And you can't forget Lawrence's favorite, those adaptogens. You got to have them all in those athletic greens, y'all, to help start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, nervous system, immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and your aging. All of those things. And it doesn't hurt your pockets. It costs you less than $3 a day. You're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than that cold brew habit. Kacy, do you have a cold brew habit?
Maybe.
Oh,
That sounded
cheaper
guilty
than
as
that.
hell.
Guilty as charged. But it is cheaper than that, and you're investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance. It's lifestyle friendly for you vegans. You're dairy-free. It's gluten-free. No GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything. And it does all this while still tasting good. And it supports better sleep quality and recovery, mental clarity, and alertness. All those awesome things you're going to need to continue on with your day correctly. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of that immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs of your first purchase. Just go to athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls. That is athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Because it's Athletic Greens. You scoop it, you dump it, you shake it, you drink it, you feel it.
Drink it in. It always goes down smooth.
Well done, sir. Didn't have to tell him he was right on point.
On it.
Right on point, right on top of things, man. That's
Lawrence
all.
was also mouthing along to the numbers in the gambling problem number. He's heard that maybe once or twice.
He loves saying that, man. We can talk after the show if you need to, Lauren. I'm here for you, man. I got you.
So am I. I got some bets for you for Game 6 tonight.
Stay away from you. With a newspaper. Get away. All right, sorry.
Speaking of that, I did a real dumb 3-leg parlay last night.
What'd
There's
you
no
do?
such thing.
Baseball or hockey?
Everything.
Everything.
All three.
I took.
Oh for three?
Guys, this is stupid. No, I took the Avalanche, won.
Woo.
Took the Cardinals against the Pirates, they lost.
Oh, no.
That's your fault for putting money in the Cardinals' success.
I know.
To hell with the
That's the
Cardinals.
rule.
But they're
Whenever I
first
bet
place.
whenever I bet the Packers, it's like, all right, the Packers are going to win. I may as well capitalize off of this.
Right.
The Packers just know, and they're like, fuck you, Les, you lose.
All right, so what was the third leg?
The Celtics tonight. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore, huh?
It's over.
Oh.
Man.
It's
Yeah.
over with, man.
Can't have your back on this. These two Cub fans.
Okay,
up
I
here.
know.
can't
I
go
know.
with this
I
shit.
like the Cubs too, but like the Cardinals are in first place. Like I thought they would win over the Pirates.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
no, that was a logical bet to make.
Yeah. But you got to do it
But
with
you
your
were
heart.
punished
Yes.
I was
for
punished.
betting on the Cardinals'
I know.
success.
Gotta do
Do
it
you guys
with your
ever
heart.
do the multi-day parlay? I'm not patient enough.
I am, because it's worth more to me.
During March Madness, I'll make parlays across, like, the first couple of rounds where you have your first games tipping off at like 11 a.m. and then the late games that tip off at like 10 p.m. I'll do parlays spanning the whole day.
And then the first one loses, and they're like,
Yeah. But then sometimes you get to those late games and you're like, oh my God, I'm 6 for 7 on my parlay.
So last night, the Padres were somehow plus 120 against a Cubs team that had lost 8 in a row.
What was it? Padres put up 16 runs?
Yeah, it's gross.
So I was all over that. You could have live bet the Padres when they were down 4-2 and got even better odds.
Yeah.
But I parlayed the Avs and Padres and made a nice little I covered my lunch. So.
There you go.
Not bad.
Smart.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you packed a lunch, so you're
Packed
doubled
the lunch
up.
and covered one.
I didn't win that much.
I don't remember.
Good try, Lawrence.
That was a good effort. I mean, not mad at you.
If you guys follow our social media accounts, you've probably seen 2 great videos that Kacy put together.
Oh, thanks.
Starring the 2 other inhabitants of the set.
Ooh. It's a T-shirt right there.
We're all about
Who are you
gift
calling
giving.
inhabitants?
Inhabitants of the set.
Inhabitants of the set.
Game of Thrones.
So, Dave, you struck out first. You bought Matt a Joakim Noah signed jersey.
I did.
And we
That
did
he
like
put on, and it was
that
like
he
a
put on.
child
It was
large.
great.
He loves me.
Yes.
And so
I
then,
do.
Matt, how did you respond?
So I responded with getting him and myself matching outfits from the TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine that are worn by Jake Peralta, a.k.a. Andy Samberg, and Doug Judy, a.k.a. Craig Robinson,
Shout out.
who have like a very beautiful and enjoyable frenemy kind of existence and
You guys
relationship.
look like them too.
I look
And
better.
Big Dave is the one who got me on to Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the first place when, like, early in our friendship. And so it came up in conversation. I was like, I've never watched that. I think Andy Samberg can be a little too much at times.
Exactly
And
what
that
he
show
said.
is just all Andy Samberg all the time.
Yeah,
and
I
Big
remember.
Dave was like, trust me, watch it. It's great. Also, wait until Doug Judy shows up. And I was like, okay. And ever since, I've been like, yep, Dave's right. Never doubt Big Dave. He's always right about everything. I love the show, and I love the relationship and the friendship that exists between those 2 characters, and in a lot of ways it reminds me of us.
Yeah.
Because Doug Judy is just all about love and like breaking into song and sharing his positive vibes all around. And Jake just gets really cranky about everything all the time. So there's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
So I decided I needed to get us the outfits that they wear in that show.
Yeah, they're absolutely hilarious outfits, as you can see. I did not want to put that on at all.
It was hot.
'Cause it was 100,000
Yes.
degrees to put that on.
Is that why you didn't go out and also like shoot it on the hood of
On
a
a
car?
car.
That's-
Yeah.
We
like
would
I wanted
have
to create
melted.
recreate the whole scene, but this
Yeah.
is all I could get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take what you
So,
can get. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You got to
The
compromise.
life of a
with me.
social media director.
Right.
Yeah, you got to compromise with me, and that's why I appreciate
the things we did to
Kacy.
make it happen, but then, Big Dave was like, I'll do it, but you got to
Yeah.
pay me. And then he just
Yes.
paid us.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
he just paid us back because he's that kind of guy. He's a great guy.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, well, it was about the money. I'll say this. Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't.
You
about the
really
money.
did not want to
No,
put those pants
I
on.
truly did not want to. I didn't want to do any of that. That's not me. You know what I mean? And that's Matt and I's relationship. Is Matt is more that. You know what I'm saying? Matt will put on anything. He doesn't care. He will wild out, do that. That's not me. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? But Kacy, because she's so nice about it, she didn't complain. Like when I told her $20, Lawrence complained the entire time. The entire time.
not surprising.
The entire time. But when Kacy, she was just like, fine, here's $10.
Fine.
Here you
Do
go.
it for the gram,
Fine.
is what I said.
And I appreciated that. I really did. Because it was like, you know what? I get it. Let's just get this done. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Fine. And so, yeah, I appreciated that aspect that she was like that.
So those going right back on eBay or?
No.
No,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them.
They're
I'm
wearing
sure I'm
them in
gonna have to wear
Vegas.
it one more time. It won't be in Vegas, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to wear it one more time. I'm thinking Halloween.
But surprisingly, you both really looked good in it. Like,
Well,
that's
I'm
what
not
was
surprised
weird.
by that.
Thank you.
I'm not surprised by that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Matt is a good-looking guy, and
But
not
the
too
best
far
part-
I wouldn't go that
but
far.
beat.
Viewers
you know what
can't
I'm
see
saying?
this, but Matt's Birkenstocks.
Hey, it completes the outfit, Kev.
And I got on flip-flops too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so
She's
we
wearing
both like-
flip-flops with socks.
I got my socks on too, baby.
And I'm rocking the Birks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was that hot.
It's
You know
great.
what
It
I
was
mean?
so hot.
It
And I was
so
telling
hot.
Kacy, we walked in like simultaneously just a little while ago. I told her I gave my coworkers a break today and actually wore closed-toed shoes.
Oh,
it's like
man.
I don't feel like I can get away with wearing the Birks to the office every day this summer.
Yeah.
And I hate it My feet feel like they are trapped in dimly lit prisons right now.
Oh, and let me also say I did give Lawrence his money back too. I gave him his back as well. I handed that back to him as well. And then some.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and then some.
Just
I gave him
in the
some
moment, you were so cranky about about putting those pants on.
But I promise you, if they're going to try to make me do that again, that money ain't getting back. You're going to have to pay me again, and that won't go back. I promise you. That is not going to go there. But yes, I appreciated it. It was fun. People liked it. People really enjoyed it on social media. Again, social media managers. She's a genius.
We have fun.
So yeah,
We
it was
have
fun,
fun.
man.
Yeah. So one of the best parts about working here the last 3 or 4 months has been working with you two and seeing that the friendship is actually a real thing.
Oh wow.
That's so sweet of you.
And,
why do people
and
say
just
that a
being
lot,
part of
too?
that.
Like,
What?
y'all? No, people say that like y'all really do like each other, huh? Like,
Yeah.
think y'all were cool. Like, no.
It's just awesome. I mean, it's like, and it's every day. It's not just like, hey, man, like it's every day you guys are turned up to 11, but it's fun. And it made me think of famous Chicago sports friends. And you never know with athletes on the same team. Are they friends? Is this marketing, whatever?
True.
Take, for example, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Probably not friends.
Definitely not friends.
Definitely not
Weren't
friends,
friends.
man.
We're never really good friends, and right now are
Had you asked
really
me,
not
had you
friends.
asked me when I was 10, I'd probably be like, those guys probably hang out a lot.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Oh, yeah.
they were best
But
friends.
even in the Last Dance, he seemed to say nothing but nice things about each other. They both
did.
did. So
Yeah.
I don't
and
get
then
it.
Scotty just was like,
Never
He
mind.
needed his close-ups. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
Scotty didn't
Yeah.
like it. It was the whole 94 thing of the 1.8 seconds.
Right, which
Just
has
sitting
nothing
down.
to do with Michael Jordan's
Yeah,
career
yeah.
or their final 97-98 season, which
Right.
theoretically that documentary was supposed to be
It was
about.
supposed to be
Michael
about that,
Jordan
yes.
is best friends with winning. Scottie Pippen is best friends with attention.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Well,
done.
and
I
MJ's
like that. That's
second
real.
best friend is the golf course.
That's true.
And his third best friend is gambling, and
Yes.
sometimes his second and third best friends are, hanging out together.
intertwined. Yeah. But nobody trumps winning. You know what I mean? Yeah. He loves that. He loves to win.
So I actually Googled like Michael Jordan, who's Michael Jordan's best friend, and something came up that said Chris Chelios was good friends with him. I didn't say it was his
really?
best friends. Michael Jordan and Chris
Hey, look
Chelios.
at that.
I
And
believe
that actually
it.
kind of makes sense to
that.
me because they seem like two guys who kind of just enjoy the finer things in life.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
We're showing a picture live on the YouTube right now of MJ smoking a cigar, and they're out on a golf course, and it
looks
looks
so
like Chelly's got one too.
They look
So it kind of
so
makes
rich.
sense.
Yeah.
I love the cross Chicago friendships, and those
Yeah.
have existed for a while because, like back in the day in the '60s, the Bears would play a game, and the Blackhawks would always have a Sunday night home game. So the guys would get done at Wrigley Field. They'd shower and they'd come and watch Bobby Hall and Stan Mikita.
Oh, wow.
And like Stan Mikita got married, right? And Mike Ditka was in his wedding party.
What?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
just a little fact for you.
Shout out.
Also, his old personal assistant during his playing days, George Kohler, who's featured in the Last Dance documentary, limousine company, owned and operated, is one of MJ's lifelong good friends.
That's right.
Not an athlete, but proof that MJ actually has people who like him as like a
He
person.
loved his security guards.
I
Yeah,
like you,
it was,
Michael Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
There's
he
your
wants to
jersey
come on
right
the
there.
show. He's
Worship him.
welcome.
Right, exactly. You feel me? You feel me? You're more than welcome, sir. The jersey's there. It's up there. We'll have more if he comes. I promise.
So I wanted to run a couple of famous pair of Chicago sports friends, and you tell me if you think that they're really friends or not.
Okay.
Got it.
You got
So
Do it.
the right
I'm not
guys.
gonna I think the most famous pair, and I don't think this is debatable, is Gale Sayers and Brian Piccolo. They made a movie of it. Today is actually the 52nd anniversary of Brian's passing.
Oh, man.
The Bears had an awesome tribute at the final day of minicamp today where everyone wore the 41. I'm not putting this one up for debate. These
No.
guys are
No, it's not a debate.
those guys,
Brian's song.
Brian-
Like,
those guys are clearly the best friends
Yes.
in Chicago sports history.
Kevin, did you ever watch the remake of Brian's song?
I just saw the movie poster for it.
Okay.
Who was in it?
I think it was Mekhi Phifer, and I don't remember who played Piccolo, but
Okay.
Mekhi Phifer played Gale Sayers. And, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
did Eminem play? Ever have a featured role in that one?
Mom Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I just think of like if Mekhi Phifer is okay with that kind of being his lasting legacy of being mentioned in that song.
It's what I think of first all the time.
I don't think he has a problem with it. Like, your name will be on people's lips forever.
He's
That's
probably
all
like, he's
going
probably like
forever.
Scottie Pippen. He wants his cut.
Yeah.
He was in the movie. He got his cut.
Yeah.
He all right.
He was in that movie.
He was.
Also,
that's all
Scotty made plenty It was back pay, but when they executed that sign and trade to send him to Houston after the dynasty broke up, like leading up to the lockout short 98-99 season, Scotty got paid.
Yeah. He got paid his last few years. Portland, too.
Yep.
He got paid there also. And retired with the Bulls. Finished his career with the Bulls, man. So, yeah, Scotty got a check. He should have got more.
While
he was here, of course, but he got a check. There you go, L.
Dennis Rodman and the sadly departed Jack Haley. Friends or not friends?
Oh, they were friends.
I think so.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dennis looks like he's towards the end of a bender in that picture.
Yeah, man. It looks like the beginning of what are you talking about?
Yeah, that is rough.
Ooh, He's been through it. Like, I like how y'all are looking like y'all have all been there before. You know what I mean?
I know that
everybody,
look.
Yeah, like Kacy and Matt, like, you know what? Yeah, been there. I know that face. That's about 4 a.m.
But, like, you wouldn't do that if you weren't genuinely buddies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's true. That's a good point.
Jack Haley is famed for being the babysitter of Dennis Rodman in his years here in Chicago and San Antonio.
Right.
Yes.
And some teams actually like took issue with the fact that he had a roster spot on that 95-96 team because he only played in one game. He played in the final regular season game in 95-96. And a bunch of teams are like, this is BS. This is you guys are just paying this guy to babysit Dennis Rodman. You should be wasting a roster spot on someone else.
And he probably didn't do that good of a job.
No, do you remember
he wasn't a great babysitter?
That game that he played, when he walked into the locker room, the Bulls had put cobwebs up over his locker in his jersey.
Yeah.
Because they were like, he's not played in a long time. So they understood the joke, too. They got it. You know what I mean?
He did score some points, though, in that one appearance.
He did.
And he got a ring.
I can't wait for that to happen again when we just bring in the trash and let them play last games of the season while we're resting for the playoffs.
So I was looking at this rundown that you sent us, Kev, and was like thinking back to Jack Haley, who had a fascinating life as an athlete/actor. You guys know that he was an actor?
Jack Haley?
Yeah.
In
So
what?
he was in Eddie, the movie with Whoopi Goldberg.
He was in that.
He was also in Martin Lawrence's Rebound, which is a movie about Martin Lawrence
Rebound a couple times.
being a disgraced college basketball coach who goes back to his middle school and coaches his middle school team.
Oh, no, I remember it well.
He's in that. And also, you know how I just told you before we went on that Love in an Elevator is stuck in my head?
Yeah.
It's because Jack Haley is in the music video for Love in an Elevator by Aerosmith.
Wow.
Which, by the way, if you haven't watched it in a while, go back and watch the music video to Love in an Elevator. It is some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Can you guys sing that song?
Love in an Elevator?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Love in an elevator, living it up and I'm going down.
Aerosmith's legacy, not great.
Great song.
I love that
By
song.
that I mean a terrible song.
Why isn't their legacy so
Aerosmith
great?
sucks, right? Like,
Wow.
don't they?
I've never heard anybody say that before.
No, I
I mean,
disagree.
don't they? I
No.
think Lawrence will back me up here.
No.
Right.
Damn.
So I would say
Lawrence
Sweet
only
Emotion,
likes
too.
streams.
Sweet Emotion.
Sweet
is
Emotion
awesome.
is
Sweet
great.
Emotion, that's like the best
like Sweet
opening to a
Emotion?
movie ever on Days Confused. But.
right.
Okay.
I would say of all the other
Run DMC
bands
or
of
something?
that era that you would put in Aerosmith's genre, I would pick them last.
Yeah.
Well, who else would you put in there?
You know, like 80s hair bands. 80s like
Guns N'
kind of
Roses?
like I would take Roses over
Poison?
Aerosmith. I would take
Not a
Poison
Poison
over
over Aerosmith? I don't know
I
about
like
that.
Aerosmith.
I don't know about Poison over Aerosmith.
Motley Crue definitely over Aerosmith.
Oh,
Okay, yes.
without
Motley
question.
Crue over Aerosmith. Yeah, I'll do that. Not Poison though, man. No.
Don't want to
can't
miss
allow
a
that.
thing from Armageddon?
I was just
Terrible.
about to say
Dog.
that
Terrible.
doesn't
Come
give them
on.
credit. That takes away. Because we had to listen to that song every hour on the radio.
Crying, terrible.
Oh.
wanna close my eyes.
So yeah, Jack Haley and Dennis Rodman were great friends.
Right after all that, right.
Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant, friends or not, Kacy?
I think they genuinely are friends. What do you guys think? You think it's a publicity stunt?
Rizzo, the Rizzo Bat Company.
I mean, they did like so many like videos together, and their wives seemed like they're friends, and I don't know. I just get the vibe that
I'm
they
just saying, I
actually are.
want to see some phone records since they've been traded.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're
Kaduk
not.
over here.
Oh,
That's true. Maybe they're not anymore.
I think they're probably like, you know, the freshman year friend that you had,
Yeah.
who wasn't necessarily your junior or senior year friend.
Yeah.
who you-
Oh yeah.
You just like kind of latch on. You're like, you, me, all right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
We're together.
I had a freshman year best friend, and then sophomore year we lived together, and then junior and senior year it was like, okay,
Were you enemies or did you?
no, just sort of like it was a lot, and then it was like we both kind of branched out and found other friend groups.
I do know who Anthony Rizzo is though cool with. Dwayne Wade.
Well, Take some
Is
points.
that like the
you know,
Miami connection?
Yes.
Okay.
He literally dressed up as Dwayne Wade one time when he was here with the Cubs.
Okay.
I was going to give Matt a shirt of that, but then I backed out at the last second. Literally, that was going to happen, but I changed my mind.
All right. Along the same lines, Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane.
I think they're like MJ and Scotty.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Immense mutual respect as very successful teammates.
Yeah.
But I don't
there's
think they're like hanging out
not
off the
hanging
ice.
I don't think there's jealousy there, though.
No.
I don't
You'd
think
have
it's
to have
I
jealousy.
think they've gotten equal credit
Yeah.
for 3 cups in 6 years, whereas I think a lot of the animosity between MJ and Scotty was not equal credit.
Right,
But again, MJ deserves more credit than Scotty. I think Kaner and Taves have gotten equal credit and deserve equal
It's
credit.
an arranged marriage to sell Chevrolet cars.
There you go.
And the one goal.
All right, I mean, well, is it a 3-person marriage with the 2 of them and David Kaplan, who does the VO for all of those Chevy commercials?
Shout out.
Drive what Kane and Taves drive.
Shout out.
Shout out, Cabby.
Shout out.
Our final one. You guys will like this one. Allie Quigley and Courtney Vandersloot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
obviously a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's friends.
They
for sure.
actually might be ahead of Gail Sayers and Brian
I wouldn't
Piccolo
say
because
that.
they actually got married.
Right. Sayers and Piccolo were not married.
They weren't,
Right.
but I don't know, man. Pick, was to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you could put that over that.
Are
know what I
you
mean?
saying that you think that Quigley
They might be- I mean,
and Sloot could get divorced at some point, and
That's
therefore
not what I'm saying. I'm
Sayers-
saying I know what happened with Piccolo and Sayers, so it's
Okay.
hard for me to say. I don't know what their future will hold. I think they'll be together forever for a very long time. Yeah, I think they'll be together for a long
This
time.
might be the weirdest segment we've ever had on this show. So.
Weird is good. I enjoy weird.
All right, we're gonna talk Chicago Bulls dynasty songs. We're gonna have a little fun ranking exercise. But first, I'm going to tell you about OWYN, which stands for Only What You Need. OWYN is a 100% plant-based protein shake that gives you nutrition that works as hard as you do. All of their products are free of artificial ingredients, allergen-friendly, no gluten or dairy, easily digestible. And I really enjoy it. I've actually been drinking my OWYN after my workouts in the morning when I'm able to sneak those in. It's a nice little snack substitute. Gets me some energy to get through to lunch.
Yeah.
I first heard about OWYN from Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields,
Shout out.
who follows a plant-based diet. I wonder who his best friend is right now.
Not Matt. Plant-based diet? Matt ain't hanging with you.
OWYN and CHGO have partnered up to give you an awesome offer. You can get 20% off your first purchase at liveowyn.com. That's liveowyn.com. And just use the code CHGO20. Join me and Justin Fields and try OWYN. Again, that stands for Only What You Need. Strawberry banana. It's pretty good.
It is. Strawberry banana one is awesome. Yeah. I drank it live on air. It was
Can't
awesome.
lose with that flavor combo.
Hard
Strawberry
to.
banana.
Yeah. Hard to mess up strawberry banana.
I had a banana like 30 minutes ago.
So proud
and
of
after I ate it, I was like, you know what I could use right now? A few strawberries.
They're friends. Strawberry and banana are definitely buddies.
Friends in real life. Strawberries and bananas.
She is
Like-
right.
Good call,
Absolutely
Kacy.
correct. Absolutely right.
Peanut butter and banana also very good.
Get that out of here.
Great.
Get that out of here.
No, I like it. I like it.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Does anyone pick the peanut butter banana flavored Cliff Bars? No.
You don't know fruit with your peanut butter there?
Get it out.
Can't do it?
People who put cut up like banana wheels on their cereal or fruit in their cereal, get out of here.
Slow down. Wait,
Toast?
slow down.
It's
That's
good on
awesome.
toast.
As far as I go,
Bananas on cereal is amazing.
Bananas are
Raisin
great.
Bran. I like Raisin Bran.
What's
cornflakes?
What's the best cereal for bananas?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes?
Cornflakes
I think
and
the Rice
Wheaties.
Krispies. Rice
Rice
Krispies.
Krispies and bananas?
Rice Krispies
Really?
without bananas, inedible. You put bananas in there, it's a top
Completely disagree with all
the
of
top
this.
10 breakfast.
A good old plain bowl of Rice Krispies is amazing.
Yeah, that's
Can't
amazing.
go wrong.
Yes, it is.
You have to put
Put more
influence adds a cup
you
of
definitely
sugar?
need a couple
I do half a-
tablespoons of sugar on the
Yeah, I
Rice
used to do
Krispies.
half a cup, but yeah, he's right.
Oh, Jesus.
He is correct.
That's
But
so much
no
sugar.
bananas in there on like some cornflakes or some wheat or whatever, man. It's amazing. It adds a whole different vibe.
Why
to
can't
it.
you just eat your bowl of cereal and then have like a bowl of fruit salad on the side?
Why do that when you can combine them and get the best of both worlds? You get the fruit and
Because
the cereal
fruit-
in one. It's
No,
amazing.
no,
man.
I'm sorry.
It's amazing.
We will
Different
not
texture.
agree on this.
Yes.
Get the crunch of the cereal, the
crunch-
mealiness of
Little
the banana.
sweetness in there too, man.
Nope.
It's amazing.
Blueberries, though, preferred cereal topping.
I'm not a blueberry guy though on it. I'm not. I won't put blueberries in my cereal. Just bananas. Yeah, I'll do the bananas.
Blueberries and Life cereal. Now we're talking.
Just creepy.
Ooh.
I think it's because milk is opaque. So when you see something that looks like a blueberry just floating around down in the bottom of your bowl, you're like, what's going on here?
What's happening
What's
in your
really
life?
going on
What's going
here?
on in your life, man? What that concerns you?
I
There's
don't
something going
trust
on.
opaque liquids and things in them that I can't see.
Yo,
I like
I'll
how
take-
this half of the set is just like an absolute ride over here, and we're just kind of sitting over
No,
here.
I'm
man.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
You ask us to come on your podcast, this is what happens.
Foolishness awaits you when you bring
All
this up.
right.
Yes, Special K with the strawberry. Yes, I agree with all of that, Ricky Fontaine.
I don't like those
Pretty
freeze-dried
Ricky, what they call them.
strawberries, though.
Yeah, it's okay, but I'll eat it. I'll tell you
I
this.
will.
If the
Yeah.
blueberries are in there already, I'll eat it. If I got to add them to it, I won't do it. I'll say it like that. That's how it goes.
Nice.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, shout out.
All right, I'm looking forward to this segment. Our sister station, DNVR, has the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup final.
Up 1-0.
They're up 1-0. They drank their first bottle of Malort that we sent them
I'm
last
so
night.
sorry.
They've got
Hope
3
they
to
did.
go.
So sorry.
Poison.
They have an interesting tradition right now where in the third period they sing All the Small Things by Blink 182. Kind of, it's sort of prompted by the arena DJ, but then he cuts the sound and then the entire arena sings All the Small Things. Not a
Wow.
big fan of that song, but it's kind of a cool
Say
thing.
it
How
ain't
did
so.
it start? How did
I
it
will
start?
not go. Turn the lights off.
I mean, I just
Carry
it's
me home.
Not Blink's best song by a long shot,
No.
Probably the
but,
most popular, though.
but it's great.
It's kind of,
I got-
I mean, it's a weird thing. The Blues had Gloria a couple years ago.
Lauren's not a fan.
The Blackhawks, as a goal song, was a little bit more official, had
Chelsea Dagger,
Chelsea Dagger.
which maybe could
Well,
be due
most
for a
teams
switch
have a
up.
goal song.
2005, the White Sox had
Don't Stop
Don't Stop
Believing, baby.
by Journey,
Small Town Girl. You like Journey? Do you like Journey?
which then got immediately
All right.
co-opted by the Sopranos, so that was a little weird. But
Living in a
Terrible.
lonely world.
the Bulls, though, had a stable of songs from their dynasty. They, even if you play them now,
Immaculate.
you understand. So we've put together 10 of the most notorious songs from that era.
All right.
And right now, if you're listening to this, it's Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
What I Like About You by the Romantics. Serious by Alan Parsons Project, the introduction song.
Obviously.
Whoomp, there it is, not Whoop. That's tag team.
Won't.
It's
Woot.
Whoomp.
Shout out Woot.
With
There
an
it
M.
is. 95 South. Shout out.
Only the Bulls and Be Like Mike. Here is a piece of trivia for you.
Okay.
That song, both of those songs were written by the same person.
Also, he's rich.
And that same person also wrote I'm Loving It for McDonald's.
Oh, he's super rich.
Ira, what's his name? Ira Angelus?
Yeah.
Artelis?
Yeah.
That's the same thing I said when he told me that an hour
It was
ago.
just some dude. If you lived in Chicago, you wanted a catchy jingle, you called this guy up.
Yeah. Good. Looking out.
still lives
Ira
in town
Angelus.
He still lives in town and now sells a nutrition drink. So
No.
Oh.
maybe we can have him on to
Oh.
do. We can do a taste test with Owen.
He was a ground
Athletic
floor
Greens.
investor with Owen.
Yes. AG1.
Space Jam.
Jam.
Who sang that one?
That Michael Jackson had one.
No.
He had a song called Jam.
Yeah, Jam, not Space
Yeah,
Jam.
Jam. I don't know who did Space Jam. There is a.
Was it
oh,
Quad,
I do know
was
who
it
did
Quad
that.
City DJs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The same people who did Tootsie Roll. Yes. Same people.
Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. That was the name of the first
Petty.
championship video.
Correct.
Another one, Bites the Dust by Queen, and Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles.
Legend.
So we're going to rank these from 10 to 1. Anyone want to just put a...
Where are we starting? With 1 or with 10?
Let's
Start
just
at 10.
let's just start sliding them. What's the most average song here? I don't know. What
So I would not, like, if I'm going to put one of those at the bottom, I would probably go with Space Jam.
Okay.
Because I do love rocking out to that song, but I don't connect it to the Bulls. I just connect it to generic 90s nostalgia
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
and the movie.
Just
Agreed.
bathe yourself in MJ
That's fair.
cologne and put the Walkman on and
Yeah.
have a good day.
Now, what is serious?
Yeah, I don't know serious
What
or
is-
only
the
the
Bulls
Bulls.
intro song.
Oh, there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Serious
all right,
by Alan Parsons
Because I was about to
Project.
put that way at the bottom.
No,
but I
no,
didn't
no.
know what it was.
Like that's going to be in top
That's
3.
probably number 1.
I'd probably put.
Is that the main song for The Last Dance that they used? The serious song?
Was it the name?
Like the Bulls like intro
Yes.
music.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
now.
I don't-
yeah.
Shout
I'm
out
going to
Ray
make my
Clay.
case for number 1 because
All right.
I honestly can't believe I lived in an era where it's like I took my seat at the top of Chicago Stadium or United Center, and it was always the last row seat that I got. which was fine.
Right.
You were in the building.
You were in the building, right?
And those lights went out, and that thing started playing, and Michael Jordan came out.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw Babe Ruth hit a home run at Yankee Stadium in 1930, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was.
The only time in my life, because nobody was going to Bulls. Well, let me say it again. Nobody like me, because we couldn't afford it to go to a Bulls game. Well, we weren't going to Bulls games.
Yeah.
The only one I went to, like, during that era of championships, when they would open up the stadium for road games. And for the finals, they would let fans in and stuff like that. And I went when the Bulls were playing the Utah Jazz, and that was like my first time experiencing that. And they did it like the Bulls were there.
Nice.
The intro, everything like the Bulls were there. You know
Still
what
just
game
as
it
loud.
was? It was the flu game.
Oh my God.
So I watched the flu game at the stadium.
That's awesome.
And I mean, people went crazy. So I don't have the same memories people have of it feeling like a road game, because it was a home game to me. Like, everybody went insane. It was packed in that stadium when that happened.
What an amazing road game to watch at the Madhouse.
Yeah, man.
That's incredible.
It was great.
The only playoff game I ever went to was when they got bounced by the Orlando Magic.
I went when they played the
pick.
Wizards.
Rough.
Yeah, I went when they played the Washington Wizards in the playoffs. And my friend actually talked me into leaving early, and I never leave early. They talked me into leaving early because they were down by 10, and Gennaro Pargo, remember, came all the way back.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
on the
remember
phone
that.
with my dad.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on the phone with my dad, and he's like, man, I know you're enjoying the game right now. And I was like, what you mean? I was like, the game's over, man. He's like, dude, the game is tied. And I looked at my friend with the look of death. And I told him, and I literally told him, I'm going to punch you in the face if the Bulls if the Bulls go into overtime or something, I'm going to punch you in the face, dog. Seriously. And give it a ring to hit a shot and saved him from being knocked out in a car.
So are you fine with us putting Sirius at number one?
I think Sirius
It
has to be number one.
Yeah.
And like our pal Sabine from Outsiders would get really upset about it when the Bulls were absolute trash.
Okay.
Because you remember he would always say it feels like cosplay.
Yeah.
Like for these dog shit Bulls teams to come
Yes.
running out to Sirius by
He
Alan
hated
Parsons
it.
Project,
He did
which
hate
for
it.
those of us who remember that era are like, no, this is sacred.
Yeah.
This song, and it's like several people and teams and whatever have tried to reappropriate Sirius.
did. They
and it's
did.
like, no.
No.
This is ours.
Nope.
This is Michael's. This is the
Us.
greatest dynasty of all times.
Us.
And even now that the Bulls are good again, especially when I am at the Madhouse at a game and that starts to play, and the first few drum parts, at the beginning, and then it like the hair stands on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Like for real, goosebumps everywhere. Hair stands on the back of my neck because I'm immediately taken back to going to those games when I was a kid.
And I think what you're saying is why I would have Rock and Roll Part 2 at number 2.
Okay.
That is it. Like, about the Bulls actually owning songs when people try to take it and make it their, no. That is the Bulls. Period, point blank. That belongs to them. When you hear that song, that's all I think about. Is the Chicago
Bulls
Bulls.
PR staff in the 80s under Steve Shanwald was really revolutionary because so much of the game day experience, which we take for granted at every single arena, whether it's the Avalanche or the Suns or whatever, it was pioneered here, and I think that's part of it. And I remember moving down to Kansas City, and they have their actual, like, they play Rock and Roll Part 2 during Chiefs games, and they have like this whole thing where they have like a call and response after it, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is the Bulls song. And there was just really nothing better. We actually I had something that Jack Silverstein, our friend,
Shout out.
he found this from Game 6 of the '92 finals when they made the comeback against Portland.
Yes.
There's this whole clip on YouTube where it's in between commercials with Marv Albert, and you can hear him talking and he's saying, "Oh, this thing is over."
It's
or
over.
whatever.
I remember that. Yeah.
And in the background, it's just Chicago Stadium. Everyone just singing rock, the hey, and he's saying this is over. And there was just nothing like during that run. And a big run during each game.
Yes.
Opposing coach would call a timeout,
timeout.
and you knew it was coming.
And the roof just blows off the place. Right.
So that's
yes.
definitely number 2.
And in that same category of the Bulls just went on a huge run, a fast break dunk or a big three, opponent's coach calls timeout. What I Like About You, or Whoomp, There It Is. Like all three of those songs are in that same category of
No, for me,
the timeout song.
The timeout song. Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
But I don't know if they belong at 3 and 4.
I know who's 3. Number 3 for me is Another One Bites the Dust. That's number 3. Because that is the Bulls
Post-victory song.
Post-victory, when that song comes on, well, plus it's one of my favorite Queen songs ever. Let's just start
Great.
that.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna argue here.
oh, let's do it.
We've got a contest here.
Let's go, baby.
I think "Be Like Mike" belongs at number 3.
Explain.
Yes,
Explain.
it was a commercial jingle. Yes, it was I think Gatorade, right?
Yep. Gatorade, yeah.
But man, even like we use that as the background on the social video for.
We did.
We
when
did,
everyone
yes.
did the shrug.
And you've heard it like probably now 1,000
Oh, God,
times
yes.
because you edited that
Yes.
TikTok, so
Over
you
and
probably
over.
hate it.
Well, I just don't know that it like is like a pump up song the way the rest
Well,
of
it doesn't
these
have
are.
to be a pump up song.
Well, here's the thing. It's a song specific to Jordan, whereas Another One Bites the Dust is the Bulls, period.
Jordan is the Bulls, though.
Yeah, Jordan and the Bulls. But you have to say Jordan and the Bulls. There is no Be Like Mike and
Right.
Scotty.
I think it's
There's
"Be Like Mike." Okay, so when Jordan retired the first time in 1993, I was a freshman at Driscoll Catholic High School.
Flex.
In between periods, when we were like in the hallways, they played that song, and then, like
for real?
people were like crying. Michael Jordan retired, like.
You can't tell me he ain't the greatest, bro. Yeah. You can't tell me. That's crazy.
I don't know. It's like an inspirational song. Even now, I hear that. It's like,
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Do you work out to it? Can you work out to Be Like Mike?
no, you can't work out to it.
I think you can run to it. I think you go on the treadmill and run to Be Like Mike and find you something there. You know
It's
what
still
I
a
mean?
little slow, man.
A little slow? Okay, all right. Well, I'm
Maybe
a
you're
big
doing,
dude. I ain't
maybe
gonna
you're
be
doing like
fast.
5'2" or something on
I'm
the
a big
tread.
dude, man. You ain't going to be running too fast, man. You know?
It's Stacy has started like bringing it back too. Stacy King on his
Yeah,
calls.
like Zach.
Like Zach.
If
If
I
I
could
could
be
be
like-
like Zach.
I wanna be,
You guys are
I wanna be
tiebreakers here. What's going number 3?
Okay. What's number 3? That's up to y'all. Casey?
I would argue that it's Whoomp, there it is.
Boom, there it is. Okay.
That
Right.
reminds me of like classic Bulls.
She's right, though.
90s.
That would be my argument.
90s
but
cheese.
but
Tag
also
team back
like,
again.
you guys know better than
Maybe
me.
So-
do the
That's weird.
Macarena after you hear that on the mix.
We're
See, now we're all split because I feel like only the Bulls deserves to be in the top
I would have put only the Bulls at 10. I hate that.
Are you
song.
kidding me?
Yes.
I don't know
Who
that
can
I know
set
that
the
song.
core on fire?
Only the Bulls.
Keep us burning with desire.
Only the Bulls.
Who can bring another title here? Who can thrill them, chill them, make them jump up and cheer?
Only the Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls.
Only the Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls.
Only the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Boom, 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 boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom.
The first thing I sang to my niece when she was a newborn
Thank you.
is that
Well
song.
done. Well
The problem
done.
with that, Matt, it is now used negatively.
Why?
Oh my, you're right.
That's the problem, sir.
So when the Bulls
I
were
think of Cameron Payne
falling
when I
on
hear
their
that
own
song.
faces.
Yes.
Or when they would have like a
Yes.
4-on-2 fast break
Yes.
and mess it up and
Yes.
turn it over.
That's who I
We
think
would
of.
look at each other and start singing "Only the Bulls."
Me, you and John, yo, we would just start singing. Yes, absolutely, man. It's used too negatively now for me to have it at 3. Yes.
All right, well, Kev, we have got a 4-way tie, so it's your show. You got to make the tiebreaker.
I'll go, Lawrence. What's the tiebreaker? What would you put number 3?
All right, then.
All right.
All right.
That's the
Be Like Mike is
tiebreaker.
what it would be.
Be like Mike.
All
It
right.
is.
I think Whoomp, there it is 4.
Okay.
No argument there. That's
He
great.
says he's got one.
Well,
There
you-
it is at 4.
Yeah.
Now I think Dave's Another One Bites the Dust needs to go in at
Go
5.
5. Okay. I'll accept it being
I
top
feel
5.
like Another One Bites the Dust and Hit the Road Jack is they're like one. They're the same thing because they're participatory.
When
So-
did they
But see-
play Hit the Road Jack?
Hit the
When an opponent player fouled out,
Correct.
they would play
Or
Hit
got
the Road
thrown
Jack.
out,
yeah.
Or
Okay.
got ejected,
Okay.
they would play Hit the Road
Okay.
Jack.
But see,
Like
and
the
that's the thing.
classic-
I don't completely think Chicago Bulls when I hear Hit the Road Jack because everybody kind of uses Hit the Road Jack.
I think it started with the Bull. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not in disagreement with that. I'm
It's
just
like
saying
when you
how my
thought there was
mind
only
works.
one bozo, and then you found out that there was a bozo in New Jersey too. Like, who the hell's this guy?
It sounds like you need to talk that out right there. Like, we
You
can
remember
have
this?
discussion?
Bob
More than
Bell
one
was bozo here, and then there was a different bozo who I think ended a lot earlier than this bozo.
Okay. And how did it make you feel, Kevin?
Not great.
Not great. Not great, man. You hear that, bozo? Not great.
Not great. Okay, so I guess it's fair that maybe in some ways Hit the Road Jack has been more successfully reappropriated by a lot of teams
A
who
lot.
play that
Yeah, true.
when somebody fouls out or gets kicked out.
Yes.
But to me, I've always identified it
All right.
with the Bulls, but we can put it lower. No, like I would have only the Bulls ahead of Hit the,
The
Road
awesome
Jack.
thing about Hit the Road Jack was whoever was the DJ just had amazing timing on it.
Yes, correct.
He just always hit it at the right time.
He did.
I think it was just
And the crowd, man, and the crowd made everything of it.
There goes Dennis Rodman in the Pistons uniform walking off.
Yes. Yelling at the ref.
I would put learning to fly ahead of what I like about you. I mean, I loved what I like about you.
What I like about you.
I put what I like about you ahead of that.
Really?
Yeah. What I like about you.
What you say?
If you take away the Bulls connotations, it's still kind of like the perfect pop song.
It's a great song.
And it was a great timeout song. I've always had a soft spot for learning to fly because back in the 90s when teams would win championships and make and sell those VHS season summary videos that had the voiceover narrations on top. I would watch those religiously.
Yes.
And the end credits of the first one and Tom Petty's Learning to Fly starts to play. Anytime I hear Learning to Fly just come on unexpectedly, I seriously start to well up and cry because it makes me think about the Bulls.
Aww.
Yeah.
No, he means that.
No, I'm dead. I hear
serious.
Learning to Fly and I start to cry.
He's dead serious. You guys are learning his kryptonite.
I like D-Life. We need more singing on the show. Be careful what you wish for, man.
Tune in. You know how to watch. You come in the CHGO Bulls, man. You know we going to have some vocals for you.
Yeah.
We ain't even gotten to the Jack Black part of our thing yet.
Oh.
We ain't even gotten that yet.
I don't know if you guys remember this. Big Dave, you might remember this. When they got knocked out by the Knicks in '94.
Okay.
Whoever had the rights to that, whoever had the radio rights, remixed all the highlights from that Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc year to Learning to Fly, which was really weird too.
That sounds weird.
That is strange.
It's hey, this was a '91 song. What
Yeah. No, this sounds because nobody wants to relive that because of the pain that just occurred too. You know what I mean?
I mean, whoever was the Chris Tannehill of that era, it was pretty well put together, but it was. Reusing Learning to Fly was odd.
Hugh Hollins.
So my concession is putting what I like about you at 8.
At 8? Kacy, how you feel?
Unless you want to switch it up and bump it higher. You think it's higher than Hit the Road Jack? Because
I already told you I don't like only the Bulls.
Yeah, he already said this. So.
I'm sorry. We're the Bulls experts, Kev.
If you feel
I refuse for only the Bulls to be lower than 6. Okay.
I agree with him there. It's got to be. It's
all right.
Yeah, Bulls fans, it's played too much.
And then Learning to Fly at number 9.
Coming back to win the war. Come on.
So our top 10 list from Kacy Kasem. Number 1 is Serious from the Alan Parsons Project.
Rock and Roll Part 2.
Number 2, Rock and Roll Part 2 from Gary Glitter.
Kacy
Don't
Kasem.
Google him.
Original Ryan Seacrest.
Number 3, Be Like Mike by the dude who did I'm Lovin' It. Number 4, Whoomp, There It Is by Tag Team. Number 5, another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. Number 6, Only the Bulls by the I'm Lovin' It and Be Like Mike guy. Number 7, Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. Number 8, What I Like About You by the Romantics. Number 9, Learning to Fly by Tom Petty.
Shout out Free Fall.
And number 10, Space Jam by Quad City DJs. I didn't even know if that was a good
That
impersonation.
was a good radio voice.
That was pretty good.
It was a Kacy Kasem.
Yeah.
Kacy Kasem.
Yeah.
I'm Kacy Kasem.
Just so good. Yeah.
Kacy Kasem. He was
I feel like I could have done it for
nasally.
10 seconds. It was hard to do for.
I get a little more nasally, in there. Kacy Kasem. Put that on there. I like to hear it.
You want to come in and do the Kacy Kasem?
I would like him to come in and do this Kacy Kasem. Let's hear this.
He's plugging in his mic.
Got to
Hold
unplug
on.
one.
Turn off me.
While we wait for
matter.
Lawrence to get his mic cued, again, make
You
sure
can
you
turn me
tune in
off.
next Thursday. We're going to have 4 hours of this foolishness for the NBA draft. We might have some more singing, but we will be live on YouTube, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Set a reminder for that, too. And come out to our White Sox show, White Sox tailgate next Wednesday at Lot B. $25 gets you a ticket to the game and that meat provider ticket. So
Yeah.
TBA.
Come see the portable air conditioner.
Lawrence, I'll let you carry us out from here.
All right, let's look at our top 10 Bulls songs from the 90s. At number 10, it was Space Jam. Number 9, Learning to Fly by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Number 8, it's What I Like About You. How about number 7, it's Hit the Road Jack. Number 6, Only the Bulls. At number 5, it's Another One Bites the Dust. And number 4, don't get confused with Woot, there it is. It's Whoomp, there it is. Thank you very much. And number 3, Be Like Mike. At number 2, it's Rock and Roll Part 2. How fitting is that placement? And, of course, at number 1 in our ranking of the Bulls songs here on CHGO, the CHGO Chicago Sports Podcast, it's Serious. Thank you very much.
Well done. You know why I liked it? Because it was like Kacy Kasem and every white radio guy ever.
Yeah.
That was well done.
Yeah.
That was well done.
You do an impression of one, you're doing an impression of all of them.
Now do Dick Biondi.
Oh, Dick Biondi. Yeah, I do love Dick Biondi, but I can't.
All
I haven't
right.
heard him in like
Oldies
10 years.
104.3.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
it back. You can do Johnny Carson, can't you? You just
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
It's,
see, I knew
Ed,
it. I knew
did you
he
know
could
that?
do it. Yeah,
it's
man.
more of a Dana Carvey doing Johnny Carson, but that's
That is
that's what
Dana
most
Carvey
of
doing
my
Johnny Carson.
impressions.
Weird, wild stuff.
Weird, wild stuff. Okay, are we done with this podcast? I've got the White Sox coming up at 2 o'clock in Studio B.
All right, thanks for
Yes,
joining
we're
us on the
done.
CHGO
Okay.
podcast. For Dave, for Matt, for Kacy. We'll see you next Thursday.